I'll just tell you a little something about myself. My name is Gladys Hill, and I started my nonprofit in 2017, and it was to raise money for breast cancer. Well, I moved to North Carolina in 2012, and I've been raising money since 2012. In 2017, I created my own, started my own nonprofit, and it's Light Up Fayetteville Pink to promote awareness of breast cancer. And what I do is I sell pink light bulbs, they are donated to me by Mid-South Lighting on Sycamore Dairy Road, and I sell them for $5 a piece. And all proceeds go to Cape Fear Hospital, Friends of the Cancer Center, for women who can't afford their screening. That money is used directly for that. So I don't keep any of the money. Everything that I earn goes to Cape Fear. Last year I raised $5,000. The year before, when I first started, it was $4,200. So this year we're reaching for $10,000. So more women can get screening. And I'll give you, it's more important to me this year, was always important to me, because I felt everybody should have their screening. But this year in June, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And thank God, early detection. So here I am today. I had my last treatment on the 30th. So everything is good. So I'll show you a little beginning of, this is the one from City Council, I think. They got involved to help me out.
One light, burning bright, is a beacon that brings hope and lights the path moving forward. This October, help promote awareness of breast cancer by lighting a pink light bulb. Each bulb has been donated by Mid-South Lighting, and your $5 contribution supports the Cape Fear Valley Health Foundation and the Friends of the Cancer Center. Funds will be used to help patients in need for screenings and transportation to and from their doctor's appointments. Each light bulb has been donated by Mid-South Lighting, and your $5 contribution supports the Cape Fear Valley Health Foundation and the Friends of the Cancer Center. Funds will be used to help patients in need pay for screenings and transportation to and from the doctor's office.
Help light up Fayetteville in pink. You can make a donation and pick up a pink light bulb from Mid-South Lighting, or make a donation online at donate.cfvfoundation.org. Help save a life and raise awareness of breast cancer by lighting up Fayetteville in pink.
So this is the one that I did for City Council. And the next one is one that Akila Davis from ABC 11.
If you manage a team, you have to try Monday.com.
Every morning, you're up and on it. At ABC 11 Eyewitness News, we're right with you.
Breaking news where you live.
The most accurate weather to help you plan.
And these two, 18 years together.
Get up to the minute.
The minute you're up.
Better mornings on ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Light bulbs come in all shapes and colors.
Live is touch by it.
Chris Burke would know. He sells them and light fixtures for a living.
She's the drive behind this, and she is doing a wonderful job, and we're just glad to be able to be part of it and help.
He's talking about Gladys Hill.
I always saw the lights, and I said, oh my God, there's a small light store. I should go in and just ask if they could give me a donation.
A donation that could shine light on breast cancer. A pink light, supporting women battling the disease.
Breast cancer has touched everybody's life in some form or fashion, any type of cancer.
Chris Burke donating hundreds of pink light bulbs to Gladys to sell for $5 a piece. All the money going to Friends of the Cancer Center at Cape Fear Valley. The effort already gaining steam in the community in just 3 days.
Like I'm selling the light bulbs, I'm so happy now.
Even making a delivery to a business joining in on the cause. Distributing the pink light bulbs to clients in exchange for donations.
I'm always for breast cancer awareness because my grandma passed from it.
Bright pink lights, illuminating parts of Fayetteville.
It's something that I wanted to do for the last 4 years.
A color symbolizing so much hope for both fighters and survivors. In Fayetteville, Akila Davis, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day...
So that's part of the story, how I got it started. But I'm gonna need some help from, how do I go out to get sponsors? This is what I'm gonna be needing now. So maybe I can present that at another time. But right now I do have some light bulbs with me. They're $5 each if anyone would like to purchase one or two. And if not today, you can go to Mid-South Lighting at 3623 Sycamore Dairy Road. And you can pick up a light bulb there. And if you drive around in front of the hospital, the cancer center will be lit up pink this year.
For the entire month?
Yes. Yeah, for the entire month, yes.
So what about the market house?
The market house will be lit up pink. It'll be a soft pink up until the 26th, then it'll be a full-blown pink. And unfortunately, Fayetteville Tech is not going to be able to light up the Rose Garden for me this year because we didn't give ourselves enough time to plan it out. So that's on the back burner for next year. So, yes.
How many bulbs do you have in that box?
24.
You guys think we could, do you guys think we could do this in the business department?
Give me the box, and I'll bring you the money. Can I do that?
Yes.
Can I sign out the box? That's the old military way. It's the old army and the supply store. Can I sign out the box? All right, $24 is what we owe you.
No,
$5 each. $5 each for 24. Can we do it?
120.
120. Think we can do it?
Done.
We can do this. We'll bring you $120.
All right.
On behalf of our business programs department.
Oh, thank you. And if anybody else would like one, I like the medicine man. I got more light bulbs in the car.
I'm good, because I was going to go.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go ahead and let her, for the people here, get out of the box, because she said she's going to...
You have another box?
Yeah, I have more.
Oh, well, then here. I'll get one before you leave then. Sell these. And just give me one.
Okay.
Box. I didn't mean to take your last one.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
She has one in the box.
Okay.
And I always tell everybody, nobody knows we're going to all be touched by breast cancer. And who would have thought it? When I went, I was the one that got told that I had breast cancer. Well, as they call it, cancer cells, but it's still considered breast cancer. But thank God, like I said, early detection, and I worry so much about women who can't afford their screening. Because in this country, nobody should have to not get them the medical they need. So what little bit I can do, that's what I try.
So one of the things that this group does well is that they like to try to help our entrepreneurs and whether they be for-profit or, in their case, or social entrepreneur. So one of the things that we try to do is to give you advice to help you expand what you're doing. So with that in mind, can you tell us about what you're doing now to let people know that your project's out there so that they can maybe offer some additional suggestions?
Well, I go out on Facebook and I make the post. Number one, I have to tell you, I'm registered with the state and I have a 501c3. I have these posters made up, which none of the money from this I pay out of my pocket. And I go around, I've been walking downtown, I go to my radiation, leave radiation, go downtown to talk to see if I can get them to hang them in their windows and to light up pink. But it's only Facebook and my posters and me talking to everybody that I meet. But I need to do more because it's a lot for one person. And I'm 78 years old and I'm kind of winding down.
Oh no, that's young.
Yeah.
Very young.
Your inspiration.
Yeah. You know, my doctor told me Wednesday, he said, you're not the norm. And I said, okay, what am I to abnormal? Because all the side effects they told me that I would have from the radiation, I never had one. Then when I had the surgery on July 18th, I never had pain.
So it's like, okay, is that the norm or is that the abnorm? That's our joke. Am I the norm or am I the abnorm? But you know what? I didn't have time to get upset, and I still haven't gotten upset because.
There's posters. Do you have any more of those?
How many would you like?
Well, remember, she's taking them out of her pocket, so if you can give
Just
one or two,
a couple
then we'll
of them.
make
That's all I
copies
need.
of those.
I just need a couple of
No,
those.
I'll get more. I'll make more.
Yes, if you're doing this out of your pocket, we don't want to have.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, we've got resources we can.
Okay.
do.
Yeah, I
always
just need a
say you
couple.
never see a armor car on in a hearse.
You're right.
Can I have one too, please?
You're exactly right.
Me as well. So Ms. Hill, how does the
How
nonprofit go about reaching the people that actually will receive your donations? So the ones that can't afford, the mammograms.
When they go over to Cape Fear or they go to their doctor, or they ask, the doctors know, exactly where to send them so they can get their screening. But I have to do better. So I should be able to, when I'm out talking, and say, well, you can go here, here, and here to get your free screening. So next year, God, let me see another year, that's what I will do. Because we get them done at Cape Fear.
So do they assist you in promoting that's available?
Who's Cape Fear?
Yeah, they assist to help get the word out to people who are
Yes,
disadvantaged?
yes. But they have to, be careful because if they do it for me, they got to do it for everybody who raised money for them.
Correct.
We have the ribbon walk going on, and then somebody's having a dinner, somebody's having a fashion show, and, it's constantly somebody's raising money.
Right, but I think the question was not how are they promoting your project, is how are they promoting that resources available? That if I'm a disadvantaged female, I know I can go here and get screened. Are they promoting that?
That I'm not sure, but I will have an answer for you. But I'm pretty sure they are because there is a place over there that you can go where you and I would go. That if you didn't have insurance, you could go to the same place. And the money that's raised will pay for that person's screening. It will pay for that person to get to and from, the hospital for their screening.
Okay, but you started talking about what you're doing to raise awareness for your project. You mentioned Facebook.
Yes.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, gang, so what else can she do?
Did you get this in Up and Coming Weekly?
Yes, Linda McAllister, she has it in Up and Coming.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook Up and Coming. I mean, honestly, these should be on our bulletin boards here at campus. This is the kind of thing that should be on our bulletin.
We went downtown and put some in the windows, but your question here, when I thought that Fayetteville Tech would be able to light up, I talked to the chief, and he took one, he says, to go to the Tony Rand, but now, to pass out the posters, and they would clip them up. But now the Fayetteville Tech is not going to be lighting up the Rose Garden, so I just stopped. I didn't want to put posters out or do anything else.
You can still give these to Gerald Daniel, and he'll approve it,
okay.
And it'll go on the bulletin board.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of what happens in the Rose Garden, the awareness is what goes out to our students.
Okay, good.
And that's a marketing tool that you want.
And what is his name again?
Gerald Daniels.
Okay.
Daniel, where's he hide out?
Tony Rand.
Tony Rand.
Yeah,
Front door, take a left.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Go to the front door and take a left.
Okay.
He used to be in this building and in other buildings.
It's the building in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell him I sent you.
Okay, I'll write his name down.
Another suggestion.
He won't refuse you.
Suggestion I would have.
Where's my pen?
A suggestion I would have is that a lot of college campuses, this one included, but also if they have the state Memphis, whatever, have clubs and organizations that usually take on a community service project. And like, for example, one of them I'm involved in is for the business students. And part of what we do is community service, so I'd love to see some college campuses take on this project as part of their community service. So I would reach out to some of the colleges and universities about potentially working with you.
Okay, I went to Methodist last year, and oh God, I forgot her name. She's the head of the athletic department for women.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Oh God. Anyway, excuse me.
Anyhow.
She gave her light bulbs because they have to donate them because they haven't any funds. So they put them on the side of the building facing the football stadium. So it'll be lit in pink. And in her office, as you walk in, it will be pink because I gave them the pink light bulbs. But I did try to get in touch with Fayetteville State, but I haven't heard back from them. So to give me a better project to start working on for next year.
So let them help you because we can, if nothing else, some of these clubs can raise awareness of the project.
Okay, that would be perfect. That would be good.
What's the name of your 501c?
Light Up Fayetteville Pink. Yeah. Wait, let me read this a long one because it's a joke with the IRS. He said to me, could you have made it any longer?
Yeah.
It's Light Up Fayetteville Pink, in pink, help promote awareness of breast cancer for the month of October.
That's the whole name?
That's the whole name. And the guy from the Internal Revenue, he said, could you have made it any longer? Because he ran out of space, so we had to start breaking it down. But you have to have it exactly the way you have it registered with the state.
Right. You know, just piggybacking on what Cindy said, a lot of the high schools have key clubs, and their whole purpose is for students to do community service. So that would be something to contact those folks, and whoever has a key club, it's listed on the high school's website.
Okay.
And along with whoever the advisor is, because they're always looking for projects to do in the community, and all students in the Cumberland County High School system are required to do so many hours of community service.
Yes.
So it's deciding, you know, figuring out how we could use those students to help you, whether it's just spreading the awareness, whether it's helping you deliver the bulbs or something of that nature.
Okay. Any more suggestions for me? Because each year I like to raise more money and bring more awareness.
So I'm thinking, so with your videos, do you have any videos where you're showing people who have benefited from the service?
No, I had thought about that, but I will. And I also hopefully will get a video because I want to get breast cancer survivors, but I found one man with breast cancer, and I want him to talk about it, but he doesn't want to. Because he said that's a woman's disease. I said no, it's a man's disease also. But it's just that we get it. You will read about women more often than you do of men having breast cancer.
Just to put the video of testimonials, people who have benefited from this service.
Right, and I will do that.
Is there a call for action on your flyer there? Please send your check to such and such address?
No.
Because?
No, I haven't done that. No, should I do that?
I would think.
Okay.
Please send a check to such and such.
Okay. Because I had wanted to do it, you know.
And a phone number.
All right, with the
An email address.
card. And but the bank wants so much money, and the credit card company. I was going to get, you know, one of those little swipers.
Yeah.
But the bank wants so
And they
much
take a cut.
for doing it, and the credit card company wants so much. So then I would probably end up with nothing out of $5.
The videos that you showed at the beginning, are those on any of those on YouTube?
And it's on Facebook also.
So one of the things that we could do for the folks that are sitting in here is to share that video out for you.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, we have a question.
I mean, I don't have a question, but I do have an idea. Like, I know that Chick-fil-A, Sweet Frog, Bubba's, go to those different places and ask for, like, hey, this day would you donate a certain percentage to whoever comes in and of their bill. And then just be like, and then really promote that, hey, this day go to Chick-fil-A, go to Sweet Frog, and everybody that goes will be able to donate just by buying through that company.
Okay, thank you. Because I know Zaxby's is going to be doing it for me. Yeah. But we haven't decided on a date yet.
You can make a ton of money with Chick-fil-A.
Yes. So I
was
would
right by there, you could see you make a ton of money with Chick-fil-A.
Yes, I could just zip right down to Chick-fil-A, yes. Anyone else have more questions or suggestions for me? Because I
We were
can really
talking about the little slider, it's called a pocket square. And there's usually a percentage that they pay, but a lot of people would be willing to pay the fee. So why not charge them the fee instead of you absorbing the fee? Everybody lives off plastic today.
This is
I
true.
hardly ever carry cash. I did bring a little bit today because I knew I was going to buy a couple of light bulbs. But I never carry cash, so the Pocket Square is a great thing to have, and it doesn't cost as much as the traditional credit card software.
Because I know Chris from Mid-South Lighting, they won't take a credit card because if they do, then they have to charge you tax.
Right.
And we don't want to get into that. But with that little swiper, you still have to charge tax too, correct?
No.
No? Okay, then I'll look into that.
Yes. You just have to pay a percentage of the amount that you're putting on there. It used to be 2%. I don't know what it is
It's
today,
more than
but
that now. I think it's about 2.9.
2.9, so it's gone up. So, and most of the time, the consumer is willing to pay that extra cost added to the swipe.
Yes, I'll look into
So
it.
you wouldn't absorb it.
Right, and I'll let them know, there's an extra 2% that'll be charged to them.
And it's called a Pocket Square.
Yeah, if I couldn't remember, I know the little square. So, any more suggestions for me? Or should I sit down now? Because I can keep talking. So,
It's your hour. It's your hour, so we're here for you.
I have a question for the young gentleman there. The glow sticks, did you get any more information?
I remember you.
Did you get any more?
I'm trying.
Okay. About 26 maybe?
Glow stick?
Yeah, pink glow sticks. So when everybody's walking at the market house and the market house is lit up pink, everybody would have a pink glow stick, so everything would be pink.
I'll try harder.
Okay. That's your assignment for this week.
And definitely make sure the media is aware of that event, because that would be great for them. She has a very visual image that they would get a lot of mileage out of as well, so something in for them as well.
Well, Akila Davis from ABC 11 is going to do another story. And the Fayetteville Observer is going to do something for me. Because they did the one in why do I keep saying 1917?
We weren't here then.
That was a good year, though.
That was my father's
That was a good year.
It was a good year.
1917 was a good year.
So, in 2017, Fayetteville, Kim Hastings wrote a really nice story.
Ah, yeah.
And so, then Akila Davis did the story you saw with the light bulb stuff. So I talked to her. She said she would do one this year. And Fayetteville Observer will also. Because they feel now I have a story to tell since I was diagnosed with breast cancer and had early detection.
And so what about the other news channels like Channel 5, WRAL,
and I never thought of them, but maybe that's my project, because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And maybe somebody would love to hear the
It's a
story.
great cause, and people would like to hear the story, so they need to be aware. Channel 5, Channel 17.
Then I'll get in touch with them today.
And help sell those light bulbs.
That's right.
For the cause.
And I know Cumulus Radio. I saw the marketing manager Saturday at the event downtown, the Folk Festival. And I guess they're going to be having a giveaway on the 7th. And they want some of the light bulbs to give away also to help light the city pink.
So, Ms. Hill, what else can the community do for you? What can we do for you?
Well, if everyone could just get the word out about breast cancer to bring awareness, to purchase the light bulbs, help me to get into the community, to let women know there is help out there for them. And men, I should say.
Do you know the statistics on the men coming in?
1%.
1%?
Yes, 1%.
And I would suspect that women typically should have screenings, but the men, we don't screen them for breast cancer, right?
No, and not, see, breast cancer, even in women, breast cancer is tricky. Because had I not had my screening, I would have never known that I had breast cancer from where it was located. It would have just stayed there. It wouldn't have, no lumps, it wouldn't have showed up. It was just there. And it showed up on the screen. But I wouldn't have never known it because there was no lumps there at all.
But early detection is key.
That's the key, is early detection. And don't, because I had about 3 women tell me, Oh, yes, I have a lump here, but I can't afford to have it removed, or I'm afraid to know what it is. Why are you burying your head in the sand? You feel something there that's not normal. Have it checked. You know, if you have children or not, you should be checked and you should want to know. And saying I can't afford it, that's important because there are places to ask to go to. Because you can always come to the Department of Social Services and they can tell you.
By the way, on your website, I see T-shirts. Do you sell those too?
I don't have any more T-shirts this year. We just sold those last year. Because I had to pay for those last year and they're kind of pricey. So I just couldn't do it this year.
So maybe for next year we can help you find a vendor that would be less expensive than having it be another thing you sell.
Or a vendor that would donate. I'm thinking of Jerry McDonald down at Yellow Crayons downtown.
Oh, I saw him last week.
Okay.
But he didn't say he would donate. He bought light bulbs. If you know him, work on him. Because I know his brother. His brother has Metro Diner, and the brother sent me to him.
Okay. I'll work on you.
Work on Jerry. Because I need all the help I can get, because just something that I didn't give it any thought. It just was something that popped into my head. Driving home from the Red Cross, because I volunteered there, and I looked over to the left on Sycamore Dairy and went and asked them if they could sell me the lights for cost, and Chris, of course, donated them. And he says, he looked at me, I said, I want to light the city pink to bring awareness of breast cancer. And so far, it's going, but it could be better, because I need help.
So I'm thinking about something Cindy said, in addition to a lot of the colleges having community service work required, I know at Methodist, they actually have their kids, some of the kids that are in the entrepreneurship program, they actually take on projects for a nonprofit where they will create your website, your media presentation, your brochures, and it's a grade for them at no cost to you. So I will get her information to you.
Okay.
So that maybe that's something that they can start working on for next year. Just know that she just announced to me.
Oh, that would be great because I have to get Fayetteville Tech, their graphic arts department. Mm-hmm. They designed this work.
Okay.
So any more questions, any more suggestions for me? If not, thank you so much for your time. And if you want light bulbs, I have them. Thank you so much for having me.